an extra 2 inches of headroom, which is crazy. It's never the case on a sedan. There's nowhere you can possibly look at this car and not be reminded of what you're driving. It drives like an 80s. Clutch is beyond heavy, which is how they all were. The Countach clutch, the Testarossa clutch. The funny thing is, of course, we know it's nowhere as fast as any of those vehicles. I dropped the hammer. Yeah, go. Oh, okay, this is third. Actually, that's probably right gear. Not really moving all that. It's really slow. Like that. It's historical significance. You're definitely going to drive it because you wanted something that is like an ultimate. Certainly isn't that. We passed like 8 people and 7 of them have stared at us. If you notice the car, that is the stuff in our mind.
Hey guys, we're just doing a little work right now.
The only people who aren't looking at you are people who probably haven't noticed it yet. If you notice it, you're going to be looking.
The craziest thing about the DeLorean time machine wasn't all of the work Elliot put into it, and it certainly wasn't the driving experience. Instead, it was the attention. I've driven a lot of crazy cars in a lot of different places, and I've never even comes close to the attention that this thing.
Hey guys, we're gonna start doing animation soon.
We
got 2
if they aren't even
things ready. We have to get 2 things animated. We got a TV show, 1 episode, and a series video.
Yeah. No, but this guy here, he built it himself. People always talk about how many people notice their car. But unless you get like this is a car people actually.
Yeah, but you can pull up to a valet stand and there'll be a Lamborghini and they'll move it up. And I didn't spend $250,000.
So here's what I've learned today. The DeLorean isn't exactly one of the fastest cars on the road or one of the most exciting, but DeLorean looks like a Back to the Future car. It can still be one of the most ridiculous automotive experiences you'll ever. Damn it, no! That's the wrong movie!
Same company though. So yeah guys, things are really happening with the channel. We're gonna start doing animation soon, so yeah.
Alright, so Gooseworks dropped this audio clip of Michael Kovac, Jax's voice actor, absolutely screaming his lungs out. Listen to this. We never heard that in episode 7, so fans think it's coming in episode 8. And honestly, the timing checks out. But here's what everyone's trying to figure out. What makes Jax... But here's what everyone's screaming his lungs out. Listen to this. Episode 7, so fans think it's coming in episode 8. And honestly, the timing checks out. But here's what everyone's trying to figure out. What makes Jax scream like that? I see 2 real possibilities. 1, Jax abstracting. That would do it. Or 2, this is him finding out Ribbit abstracted. Maybe a flashback we haven't seen yet. Either way, something intense is coming. What do you think it is? Subscribe for more.
I tried it. Then I hold up that I control with my left hand to accelerate. This car has 2 gears. And when I want to brake, I need to get out of gear quickly so that I'm in neutral. Then I can use either my foot brake or my hand brake to my left. Two horns, one that I squeeze, and a so-called klaxon that I control with my foot. Karl Heinz Zekov bought the vintage car in 2009.
Until then, it had been in the possession of the well-to-do Gutermann family for 4 generations. In fact, one former owner even managed to get the first ever speeding ticket in this car for going through town at an eye-watering 29 kilometers an hour.
Well, going top speed does feel like the car is really at its limit. The steering arm and everything doesn't feel very stable. Whenever the car struggles, you struggle with it. And when it rains, you both get wet. You obviously want to avoid that.
It's rare that Karl-Heinz Rehkopf takes this vintage car out on the road. Usually, it can be admired at a transport museum near Göttingen. Michael Marx, the museum's mechanic, knows exactly how to fix Victoria if something's not working as it should.
Here you can see the piston. It's a big one. It's got a 3-liter engine. You can see it running.
Unlike cars today, simply turning the ignition isn't enough to start it up. First, you need to pull a few levers and adjust the engine settings to the weather conditions so it runs smoothly.
As you can imagine, depending on the weather, temperature, humidity, and air pressure, you need to fiddle around pretty long until the engine runs properly.
Yeah, but it's cold. We're doing animation soon.
In April 2019, they took Benz Victoria for a technical inspection to see if it was safe to drive on German roads. After an in-depth inspection, the car was given the go-ahead, but only under a few conditions, as car mechanic Burkhard Niemitz explains.
The car doesn't have any electrical wiring, so hazard warning lights were not retrofitted, which usually is required. And the car doesn't have blinkers. That means the car may only be driven in daytime in good weather conditions, and the driver must carry a signaling disc.
Rehkopf's wife is usually in charge of the signaling disc whenever the two go out for a ride. Though the car isn't really built for long-distance travel anyway, its tiny tank quickly runs out of gas. Besides, it doesn't run on ordinary fuel, but rather on petroleum ether, which these days you can only get in pharmacies.
Ether. Petroleum ether.
But even with a full tank, you won't get anywhere fast.
I guess this is about embracing slowness.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna start doing animation maybe this weekend. Maybe start doing animation this weekend. So yeah,
But about enjoying
get ready for that. But yeah, that's pretty much about what's happening to the channel. We're gonna start doing animation soon because we got 2 cartoons already written up. We just need to start working on it.
Perfectly balanced.
The Tabby Bag. Shop now at Coach.com.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised. Criminals.
And why they're not out on the streets investigating all of these people that are harassing
We have
and
gathered
inciting violence on law enforcement officers right now. They're allowing the situation to be volatile. They're not doing their work. They haven't for years, and maybe they should get to work a little bit.
You need to shut up, Virgin. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we're gonna start doing animation this weekend maybe. That's all I'm really gonna say. We're gonna start doing animation maybe this weekend. Maybe. Learn how to do animation still. You wanna go outside?
I'm Sheriff John Bonnell, a
Across the country and around the world, law enforcement officers face the same task. But every now and then,
So yeah, we're gonna do this for a little bit.
a felon refuses to stop.
So yeah, we're gonna start doing animation maybe this week, and we'll start doing animation starting this weekend maybe. Because we had 2 cartoons already to go. We just need to start animating them. We need to start drawing them and animating them.
Benton, Louisiana. A man was
But yeah, we're gonna keep on doing what we've been doing, but we'll see what we can do.
When he saw the flashing lights behind him and an open road ahead, he decided to go for it. But that open road is about to jam up. A pickup and a semi block the 2 lanes. The suspect heads left. The officer barrels onto the shoulder, trying to get ahead of the chase. When he veers back onto the highway, he
So we'll see what happens.
The civilian in the pickup is actually helping corral the suspect just behind him. Boxing him in
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we don't do animation this weekend because I don't know how. But I'm gonna try doing animation.
He has to dodge disintegrating
But we'll see what happens.
But somehow the driver keeps going, topping 100 with only 3 tires. The officer eases back. He knows that time is on his side. And it turns out, so are the elements. The suspect starts to lose control on the wet highway. When the officer races ahead and cuts him off, he finally decides to give up. After all, no driver is a match for the triple team of lawman, Good Samaritan, and Mother Nature.
We can see, looks like CHP is staying a safe distance back from the suspect.
Another day on the job for Southern California police officers. But what looks like a typical pursuit is about to become an international incident. Burglary suspect Eddie Price, with his 1-year-old son in the back seat, can think of only one way to lose California's finest. Get out of California.
This guy is not slowing down at all. He's about 80 or 90 miles an hour. Obviously, he's going to try and crash the Mexican border.
With visions of beaches and margaritas, Price races for 2 hours toward freedom. Police hold back, not wanting to take any action that could hurt the baby. It's a concern that Price doesn't seem to share.
Lots of activity here at the Mexican border. Highway Patrol and Border Police are taking up positions.
The suspect darts around border traffic, his eye on the finish line.
Still on the right shoulder, slowing down. CHP is closing distance.
He looks like he's home free, but traffic bogs him down, and Price gets stuck a mere 30 feet from his goal.
All of a sudden, the vehicle arrived, and he was in front of us.
Customs agents swarm the car. Officer Alfredo Morales shatters the window. That's when the father does the unthinkable. He jumps in the back seat and puts a knife to his own child's throat.
He asked me to get back the officers away. I asked him that I will do it, but he has to take the knife away from the baby.
Morales holsters his weapon. In a terrifying display, Price emerges, a switchblade in one hand, his own son in the other. The baby is calm, trusting his father. He's the only one who does. An agent tries to disarm Price with a blast of pepper spray, being careful to avoid hitting the baby, but it only makes Price angrier.
He went back in the car, yelling that if we wouldn't comply, he would cut the baby.
From his car, he demands to speak to Officer Morales, alone. The expert negotiator calms the father down and agrees to escort Price to the border in exchange for the child. He coaxes the suspect from the car.
They got the suspect out of the car, suspect out of the car again, and it looks like they're going to lead him to the border.
As they near the yellow line, Morales knows this is California's last chance to take this criminal himself. He gives a signal. An officer rushes in with pepper spray. In a flash, Morales has a hold of the child. Price tears away and lunges across the border, directly into the hands of 30 Mexican officers. He'll get his vacation all right, in a Tijuana prison. The child is okay, and Price, the international fugitive, is now back home in America, in jail.
Everybody on the curb. Over there.
Seattle, Washington. A deranged man wields a samurai sword and holds a street corner hostage. He is convinced he is possessed by the devil.
Everybody on the sidewalk, not in the street.
But his cops don't take any chances. SWAT immediately arrive with weapons of their own. The man is full of rage and oblivious to the crowd. Police are on high alert as the man expertly brandishes his weapon, prepared to kill the invisible demons who haunt him. But before he can harm anyone, the tactical team tries to disarm the man using non-lethal beanbags. The intent is to get him to drop his sword. Cops are in for a long one as the crazed man's behavior becomes more erratic and nighttime finally sets in. More serious measures are underway. Cops still avoid using real bullets. Now they try to subdue the suspect by spraying a non-toxic substance that irritates the skin. The SWAT team blasts them with thousands of gallons of water shot.
Hey guys, just doing this for a little bit of fun. That's it. I stand for a while.
Police make certain he doesn't come back fighting and pin him against the wall with a ladder. Success. And not a bullet is fired, and not a soul is hurt. One man's psychotic episode comes to a close.
So yeah, we'll start doing animation a little bit. This weekend, maybe next week, who knows?
Instead of a sword. A student leaves a birthday celebration drunk. The driver heads straight into a parking lot and discovers the only way out is the way he came in.
It's not easy to deal with teenagers, to get them to understand that drunk driving is a serious offense. Sometimes the reality only sets in when someone's hurt.
The suspect skids into a quick U-turn and whizzes past police, running a car off the road.
Hey.
Now the genius decides to make another U-turn, but this time he gets an F for his effort. The cops literally crash this driver's party. A lesson that proves if you drink and drive, you lose. Coming up on World's Wildest Police Video, a drunk driver goes over the line. A car thief goes over the limit.
You gotta be doing 90 at least.
A stuck suspect goes nowhere fast. And a man with a death wish goes off the deep end.
Oh God. Oh God.
When the heat is on, the cops are there, ready to go. Taking the hit, upholding the law. Direct hits and near misses. Bizarre twists and dangerous turns. Trouble comes from every direction. Battled back by the ones who wear the badge.
But yeah, guys, we'll start doing animation maybe this week. This weekend, maybe.
People think the rules don't apply to them. They lie.
I don't know yet. Maybe.
They break the law. But when they're caught in the act, they run. Hood River, Oregon.
I was gonna stuff around because there's tons of stuff to do animations. Who knows?
The officers believe their suspect is part of a ring of car thieves who have eluded them for months. Ramming police cruisers is just the beginning. This suspect is intent on getting away, and he heads for the hills, driving onto a muddy mountain road. There's no chopper support for these officers. They don't dare lose sight of the vehicle, even for a moment. The thief decides to use the truck's four-wheel drive, and he barrels up a steep, muddy hill. can only take strategic positions and pray the truck doesn't have enough power. The officers face a new danger.
It's a car and a truck.
The wheels spin as the suspect tries to pull away. Officers hold their fire, knowing that there are gas cans in the truck. One errant shot could cause a deadly explosion. Pushing off the police cruiser to regain traction, this crook is determined to lose the cops and disappear into the mountains. The chase resumes. As the elevation rises, the temperature drops. The suspect lives in these woods.
March 97. March 97. It's almost 8 in the morning. Wow.
And they get it. The thief has overestimated his newly stolen truck. While he tries to get free of the snow, officers move in. The chase is over. Minutes later, the suspect is in custody. But criminals never learn. 2 weeks later, while out on bail, this thief was arrested again for stealing cars. Huntington Beach, California. Flames and destruction shatter a summer day. For police, this is not just another day at the beach.
The beach is the most laid-back place in California. We never expect anything to go bad there. This mob mentality just took over, and the police became the target.
An annual surf championship turns ugly. For some members of the sun-bleached crowd, the line between fun and violence has disappeared. The riot starts when police try to rescue several young women from drunken thugs, rowdy beachgoers who simply want to start some trouble. The violence intensifies as dozens of young riders.
So yeah, we're just having some fun right now. Killing a little bit of time before we figure out what else we're gonna do. But yeah.
Only to find themselves under attack.
Basically, we're surrounded by the crowd. We started taking rocks, bottles, sand chairs, anything that was available to be thrown at us was coming at us from all directions.
We started from one car over there, went to lifeguard jeep, and then they went over to 2 police cars, overturned them. They just started breaking the windows, and it was like no control.
I'll make some money with this.
The outnumbered cops rally with the support of a police helicopter. Finally, peace is restored. However, memories of the violence on this beach will not be washed away by the next tide. Like a bat out of hell, this truck comes smashing through a roadblock in Bogalusa, Louisiana. Permission is granted to shoot out the pickup's tires. The tire practically explodes, sending dust and debris everywhere. The exposed rim is sparking on the pavement, but the truck shows no sign of slowing down. The other officer forces him onto the shoulder, and once again the pickup almost crashes. More shots are fired, this time to the truck's right rear tire.
Are you 50 or older? You already know the importance of shingles.
Bullets hitting the pavement. Moments later, the truck fishtails wildly and spins out of control into a ditch. This chase is over as suddenly as it started. Auto accidents. By definition, they're totally unexpected. But then come those moments that no driver's ed course could prepare you for. Moments that are truly bizarre. On America's roadways, anything can happen, ranging from the inconvenient to the completely insane.
Oh, we flipped that car. Look at the side. Unbelievable.
When your commute gets turned upside down, will you be ready? In Canada, an accident turns commuters into cowboys when Foxy gets away. It's pandemonium as police, firemen, and good Samaritans try to round up the frightened strays and head them on back. But it seems that cows are not nearly as sure-footed on asphalt as they are on grass. But then, neither are the humans. Crossing the freeway, this cow hops out of the way and safely meanders through rush hour traffic. At last, the truck moves in to help corral the stampede. The final irony, it's a milk truck. Here in England, a news briefing is interrupted by a series of accidents. The reason for the briefing? To announce the improved safety of this highway.
Motorway, you mean?
Sometimes